Facebook's good. Let me see your movie. Let me see your movie. What movie are you watching? Are you watching the town? Let me see.
There you go. All through. What's up, guys? Let me get this one back just a little up. Booyah. Check it out, y'all. All right, what's up, guys? How's it going? Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, how you guys all doing? If you're on Instagram, if you're on Facebook, make sure you guys check out our YouTube channel. We have a lot of great old content that we are uploading and re-sharing on YouTube, and we are actually uploading a lot of old content that was never aired before footage, whatever you want to call it, on our YouTube channel. So make sure you guys check that out. For today, I got my boys here, Kel and Cub. So if you hear me yelling at somebody off stage, or if you hear me, I just take off. Let's kill. I'm probably getting one of them, chasing one of them down. Make sure they don't kill themselves, jumping off something. That being said, we're going to make sure we don't lose our core demographic. We are a MMA gym. We are a jiu-jitsu gym. So we're going to do a little bit more of a jiu-jitsu / grappling centered workout today. A lot more grappling / jiu-jitsu workouts for all you jiu-jitsu nerds out there and all the grappling nerds. So not super. Again, we're going to do body weight. I'm not going to use any torture devices today to work out. But all just body weight exercises and movements that help your grappling, wrestling game, jiu-jitsu game going. That being said, let's start out with our, as you guys know by now, we start out with our jumping jacks, 777, so 21 jumping jacks, 3 sets of that, just to get started, just to let everybody know that, hey, we're going to start working out, just loosen up, be ready. You can do anything to really do this first workout, this first warm-up, this first, like, ooh, I'm ready to go. Fun fact, when you make coffee, this is, I liken it to when you first pour your cup of coffee, if you use a French press. If you use a French press, you're supposed to put the beans in there, fresh ground beans inside your French press. And you put that in there, you put your water. That should be no warmer than about 184 degrees. You don't want water any hotter than that, because if you put any hot water in that, it'll end up just burning the beans, and then your coffee is going to taste burnt. So if you taste burnt coffee and you're making a French press, that could be the reason why. But you put your beans in there, and then you pour your water over your beans. I forget what you call it. They have a term for it, a name for it. But you pour the water over the beans just a little bit. It helps open up the beans, and you can smell the aroma. You don't pour all the water in. You pour just a little bit, just enough to get all the beans damp, get all the beans wet. You wait another 30 seconds or so, and then you pour the rest of the water and fill up the French press and enjoy your cup of coffee. This is like that. That first... long story short, this is like that. The first warm-up is a warm-up to introduce getting warmed up. Yeah, it's a warm-up to before we begin our dynamic stretches. We do our dynamic stretches before we warm up because we feel that is better than doing static stretches before warm-up. Static stretches have a time and place. Dynamic stretches is a little bit different. So let's go. Jumping jacks, 777, 21 total. This is just to introduce our body. Hey, we're gonna work out. We're gonna get going pretty soon. We're gonna do our dynamic stretches next. And you can do anything you want, but I just showed you guys the jumping jacks. Palms in first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Palms up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Palms down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And break. Let's go ahead and up that. Now that we know what we're doing, should be going a little bit faster. Let's go. Let's go 15, 15, 15. So we 45 jumping jacks total. And again, this is just to warm up, loosen your body up, get it ready to do some dynamic stretches. This is not to break a sweat or nothing like that. Yeah. So just 15, 15, 15. So 45 total jumping jacks. Palms up first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Palms in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Palms down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, one more set of those, and that will be a good warm-up before warm-up or pre-warm-up. Last set of jumping jacks. Ready and go. Let's go palm up first. No, palm down first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Palm up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Palm it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, good. Now let's begin our dynamic stretches. Same thing we always do. Arms up first. 2, 3. Back. Oops, something popped up on the computer screen. I'm gonna take it off. Oh, looks like we're still alive. Sitting at the table. Heel goes down, sit your butt down. Should feel a good pull, stretch in your hamstrings, even into your calf over there. Next is gonna be quad pulls. Oh, I had a guy, a couple of guys messaging me. Another guy messaging me about the wall pushes we did last Wednesday, and how he added them into all his workouts now. He loved doing the wall push-ups. Let me know, guys. Hit me up, whether it's me personally, message me on whatever, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or tag the lab. And let me know if there's any exercises you guys really like, you guys enjoyed, you guys that was hit your muscle group that you're aiming targeting really well, or you thought it was a fun one, or it really burned you out. Let me know. Let me know that he did the wall push-ups and he just went on and on about it, how great they were. So I thought that was kind of funny. But let me know. It reminded me, or feedback or anything you guys do like. Quad pulls. When you do the quad pulls, make sure your knees aren't going out. Make sure your knees are as close together as possible, and your core is engaged the whole time too. Next is gonna be leg cradles, up, down, nice and easy, nice and relaxed. Another guy messages me, another lady, or guy, whatever, messages me. Oh, they did this and they hurt themselves because they went like too hard. It's a good little stretch you're gonna feel in your hips. A good little, not a compression, but I think it's more of a stretch. But it feels almost like a compression. But you gotta go nice and easy and you do this one. Chest up. That's gonna be knee tucks, tucking your knees into your chest, not going back when you do a knee tuck, but pulling your knee into, keeping your back straight. This one is more of a stretch, but like a compression of your hip. Next is going to be toe touches, going out to the side, not straight up. Your leg goes out and up to the side. You can go a little bit slow, not as tall of a leg up at first. You can do like 5, 6, 7, 8 of them, and you can go higher and higher on these. Next will be side lunges over the wall. 2, 3, 4. I had another person hit me up about the repetitiveness of the workouts, how they're all the same warm-ups. I get bored pretty easily, so I can mix things up. But I do think there's something to consistency in your workouts. You do want to mix up every once in a while. Like I was saying before, for me, when I work out, like immediately after fight, I'll have a week of not doing anything, being lazy. I'll come into practice, but not practice super hard. I'll come in, be a little lazy, but I'm not doing three workouts a day. I'm just doing my one workout a day. But then like a week of that. And then the next 3-4 weeks with my strength conditioning coach, Jared T, we do 3-4 weeks of just heavy lifting, just lifting heavy, just being strong. And after that, we do another phase, 2 weeks of nothing but explosive, nothing but explosion drills and explosive lifts. And then we do another 3 weeks of just agility or plyos. So we're always mixing it up, but it's the same consistency. Does that make sense? So I had somebody hit me up about the repetitiveness of the workouts and how it can seem to be repetitive. But then my answer to that is that you need a little bit of consistency, but at the same time, you still have to be able to mix it up while maintaining that consistency. So I think that's what leads to long-term hitting your goals, long-term success, as opposed to just being, 2 weeks and fizzling out, 3 weeks and fizzling out. You need that consistency so that long term you're actually able to get better, to improve in that sense. We just did lunges. Next, outside toe touches. So that was just a side point, move point there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18. Oh. All right, so that's good for the dynamic stretches. Now we're going to get into a lot of these exercises, stretches, movements that we're going to do now. You can also use them as a part of a warm-up. For right now, we're using them as a part of our actual workout. But you can use them as the actual workout. Or you can use them as a part of your warm-up. Take one and then throw it into the end of our dynamic stretches. Do one of these at the end of the dynamic stretches for like 2 weeks. And then take another one and use it as a part of at the end of your dynamic stretches. Use it for another 2 weeks. So the same consistency of doing those dynamic stretches, you're mixing up a little bit, being creative. And that's what I mean, exactly what I was talking about earlier, is being consistent, but being able to mix it up at the same time. So we're going to do Granby rolls. For everybody who does not know what a Granby roll is, I'm going to show and demonstrate. And this is a part of our neck stretches. Some guys like doing neck stretches first. Some guys like doing Granby's first. So if it feels better to you, do neck stretches first. That's just fine. You can mix up the order if you want to. But on our Granby rolls, I want to get the back of my neck, the direct back of your neck touching the ground. So I'm going to go here, go over my shoulders, and see how I turn my head so that my neck touches the ground. I don't want my shoulders to be here. I don't want my head to be up. Yeah, you guys see I don't want my head to be here. I don't want my ear to touch the ground. I want the back of my neck to touch the ground. And just go over. And you continue going either back and forth, or just going in a circle. Like I said, I don't know how much you guys could hear me or not because I was talking all the wrong direction, but you can either do the Granby's one direction and then back the other direction, or you can do the ground beats in just a circle and then circle the other way and then circle the other way. So let's do the ground beats right now. I'm going to just do the ground beats one direction and the other direction, but you can do it just in a complete circular motion and then go the other direction. 1, 2. And that is a great neck stretch, but also strengthens your neck as well. Next is going to be our neck stretches. For the ground beat rolls, let's try and do 3 sets of 10 each. So I'm going to go 10 times on one direction over my neck, 10 times the other direction of my neck. So it's going to be 20 total, but 10 times each direction on your neck. So that's for the ground beat rolls, 3 or 10. All the exercises, let's keep right about 3 or 10. You can do more for some of them, and we'll do less for some of them, but general rule, just 3 or 10 is good to go. Next, we'll do our neck stretches here. For the beginners, the guys who don't have as much control doing it, whatever, you can go from your knees, and I'll demonstrate from your knees and from your toes. Or do some regular, like traditional neck stretches here. Wrestler neck stretches. So we're gonna go here, forehead to the ground, hands up. You can put the hand on the ground for you beginners. Hands on the ground is fine. It helps support your neck a little bit more. I still sometimes put my hand on the ground just for added stability. We go here, come up on our toes, or just go to your knees and then go side to side, touching your ears. Start the direction, the axis of your head, go directly over the top of your head, go side to side. But also at the same time, you want to change the axis and go here and go side to side. Because you want to get all the muscle groups in your neck, yeah? You want to get all the small muscles, not just the big muscles going side to side. Side to side. No hands, side to side. You go on your toes, side to side. Forward and backwards. Touch your nose. You go forward and backwards, try and hit the top of your head, and then try and hit your nose to the ground as well. You can either rotate underneath, rotate over top, whichever way you want to look at it as, or you can just do a flip, whatever floats your boat. Here, rotate around. We're still doing our neck stretches. Put your nose to the ground, ear to ear, ear to ear. Change the access of it. And up top. Turn around. You can also just flip over if you want to. That's just fine also. Again, whatever floats your boat for there. So we have ground beat rolls, we have neck stretches. For the neck stretches, I want to do time on that. I want to do the neck stretches about 30 seconds. Yeah, maybe 45 seconds, depending on how stiff or tight or how strong your neck is. Do about 30 seconds doing all directions on your neck. After that, we got a fun one for you guys. We call these Flacco after a buddy of mine. He introduced this to me. I did not know this from high school wrestling, or from college wrestling, or from coaching anything. I learned this later on, maybe 5-6 years ago. But we call these Flaccos. I'm going to roll the entire length of my body up onto my nose and then roll over my head. So you're going to see it, but then try that. Say you guys like it. Might be kind of hard on hardwood. So don't try it on hardwood, but make sure you have something kind of soft and try these. Again, we call them Flaccos after Ryan Philippe. Over here. And over. Been a little while for me since I did that one. That was kind of tough. So I want to keep your hands here, not all the way up. I want to literally roll your body on the ground all the way up, your nose, and roll over. On those Flaccos, let's get same thing, 3 to 10 on those, yeah? So now we have Granby rolls, 3 of 10. We have neck stretches for 3 of 30 seconds, and then the flacos are kind of fun ones. They're new ones. They're different. I like doing new again, mixing it up, staying consistent, but mixing it up. That was a new exercise. I loved it for a long time. It was brand new to me. I've seen a lot of different exercises, a lot of different body weight exercises, a lot of different calisthenics and gymnastic workouts and whatnot. And that was a new one to me. Like, oh, that was awesome. That was great. So I did it a lot for a good 2-3 month period. I did it all the time. And I still do it. I still do it on my warm-ups, my stretches and whatnot every here and there. I'll do it for like a week or so, 2 weeks, but again, that's with staying consistent, but adding something new to mix it up. After that, we're going to do something, but I didn't write it down. I'm going to make a quotation mark. Remember this, but I didn't actually write it down. I didn't have a name for it. So we'll skip that until I remember. The first wrestling or jiu-jitsu exercise we're going to do, pretty simple, pretty easy for every jiu-jitsu guy from white belts on. You guys should know how to do this. This is just nice and simple and easy. Standing up in base. We're going to be here, going down, hand goes down. My leg that's closest to the ground, when I turn this direction, the leg that's closest to the ground goes inside, 97 base. To that, we're going to add some weight, if you have weight, or just keeping your hand up. It turns into a Bulgarian something or another kind of name. So in here, you can either keep a dumbbell or the new kettlebells, dumbbell or kettlebell in your hand. Same thing. Stand up, and goes down, 7 base. My arm stays up the entire time. So this is just standing up in base. You're getting good physical repetitions of always standing up in base. And on top of that, if you want to add a little bit of weight, a little more resistance, you can hold a dumbbell or a kettlebell in your hand. One time going another direction. If you want to add the kettlebell, go ahead. If you don't want to, that's no problem. Go up, and goes down, and goes out. Up we go. Arm stays straight the entire time. Switch over. On that, we're going to do that 3 of 10 times, 10 times each arm, each hand. Yeah. So it's going to be 20 total for one set. Then you can do, 3 sets, but 20 total, but 10 each arm. That's set up in base. Next one's going to be shrimping. You guys, all the jiu-jitsu nerds, you know that. Shrimping is pretty easy enough. It can be a little bit new to the wrestlers or to people not hip to the jiu-jitsu game. I want to be here, and when I shrimp, I want my elbows to stay inside, just out of the sake of being having good fundamentals. I don't want my hands out doing anything funky. Just keep your hands nice and tight inside. I'm going to push off my top leg, my top foot that's on the ground. I'm going to scoot my butt away. Let me go back. You see how much distance I covered when I scoot my butt away? Now I'm here. Now I'll go the other direction. Now this is going to be my top foot. And this should be my shoulder and my foot that bear all the weight. It helps me scoot my butt back now. Other side. Top foot, shoulder, allows me to scoot my butt back. Here we are. Shrimping ain't easy. Shrimping is one of the most important movements you can do in jiu-jitsu. You're going to use it all the time, and it's good to be proficient at it. It's good to have a good shrimp and be strong there, not get tired or whatever. So it's a good warm-up. It's a good warm down at the end of practice as well. It's a good movement to have, and we don't use it quite as much in wrestling, but we still use it in wrestling also, so applies. After that, we're going to use regular squats, do some sumo squats. I had a question last week about difference of squats and techniques of doing squats, techniques of doing push-ups, and I use the joke about all of these push-up challenges going on because everyone's quarantined, we're all at home doing nothing, so we're working out actually quite a bit. Everyone's doing the push-up challenge. See a push-up, do a push-up, or 10 push-up challenge, or whatever it is. The guys' push-ups are like this, or the guys or ladies' push-ups are like this. And they call that a push-up. They call this a push-up. And those aren't push-ups at all. There's technique to push-ups. Arms straight, all the way down, all the way back up. You have to at least get to 90 on your arms when you do a push-up. Your arms have to at least get to 90. You don't have to go all the way down past, but they have to at least get to here. If you push up like right there, that's not a push-up. It doesn't count, rant over. So there's technique to everything. Squats are the same idea, same way. For right now, we're gonna do sumo squats, 3 sets of 10. On these sumo squats, on my legs wide, I don't want my feet completely parallel, straight, on my toes pointing out, just a hair bit. It's a natural, more of a natural stance. Your toes out, just a hair bit, not over exaggerated, but out just a little bit. I'm gonna go all the way down to 90, then back up. This doesn't target your glutes, so if you want a good butt for Instagram, this is not the squat to do. This is targets more your hamstrings and your quads. Here, out a little bit more, going down and up. You can still fire your glutes and help your glutes a lot. Any sort of squat's always good for your glutes, but this does target more your hamstring and your quads and whatnot. So here we are. Nice and easy. Simple, yeah. So we're going to do sumo squats, 3 to 10 as well. After that, we're going to do alligator push-ups. We're doing alligator push-ups because Jacare Souza, because he's awesome. And he does alligator push-ups as a warm-up on his way to the cage. Not really a warm-up, but he does as a joke going to the cage after he wins celebration and whatnot. So I just think they're cool, so I'm throwing them in there. Alligator push-ups, we're going here. Keeping your back straight. All your butt up in the air. So we're going to do a push-up into your knee, touching your elbow on the outside. Last Wednesday, we did our knees to our elbows on the inside. This time, I literally want to see your knee touch your elbow on the outside, back down, up, back down, and that's 1. The next 2. So push up, touch, push up, touch, push up. That's going to be 1. We're going to do 3 sets of 7 of those. That's kind of a lot of push-ups. So 3 sets of 7 of those on the alligator push-ups. Next, we're going to do standing up, jiu-jitsu stand-ups, jiu-jitsu sit-ups. If you have a partner to work with, we do our jiu-jitsu sit-ups a little bit differently. But if you don't have a partner to work with, like right now we're all imagining we don't have a partner to work out with, I want to stand up like this. Sit up, stand up like this. I'm coming up. And you can roll and use your momentum a little bit. If I want to stand up to my feet. It helps with your flexibility as well as your balance, as well as just your core, engaging your core, doing that kind of sit up. Try to keep your feet together a little bit, not like touching together, but keep your feet closer together. It'll make it easier to stand up as opposed to trying to keep your feet wider apart. That might be kind of harder. So this is going to be harder than right here. Not like this. What about there? There's 1. And there's 2. Yeah. So those are going to be our jiu-jitsu sit-ups, call them that. After our jiu-jitsu sit-ups, now we're going to have our Supermans. Now for our Supermans, we're going to be here. I want your arms out, not completely parallel out, but just back a little bit. It works a different set of muscles, yeah? So out, back just a little bit. You can go out straight if you want to. That's just fine. It's not bad at all. But I want them down just a little bit. Now your feet are together. Your toes touching, heels out. Like here. Toes touching, heels out. Not like this. With toes touching, heels out. It's more of a natural position for your body, natural pose for your body. We're going to be here. Now we're just going to go up like a plane taking off. Just raise up. Then back down. I don't want to overemphasize my arms going way up. So it's not a matter of my arms going up. It's a matter of your chest going up, trying to get to here or so, touching the ground. When we here, I like to raise way, way up. So only like my midsection area is touching the ground. And then back down. And that's a really good back exercise there. So those Supermans are going to be 3 of 10 as well. So we got Granby rolls, neck stretches. We got the Flacos, a really cool one. Hopefully you haven't seen before. Stand up and base, shrimping, sumo squats, alligator push-ups, the jiu-jitsu sit-ups, and then Superman's. Next is going to be fingertip push-ups. Fingertip push-ups. These are good for the jiu-jitsu guys. These are all about grips, yeah? If you have a pull-up bar at home or you have something to work on at home, I like doing like grabbing a gi and getting your gi grip, and you can do curls, or you can do triceps, or you can do regular pull-ups, grabbing the gi, getting your gi grip. Make sure you get the finger grip. Make sure you do the pistol grip on the gi. Mix up all the different types of grips you have, and you can do all the different exercises that'll help your grip strength a lot. If you don't have a pull-up bar to do or don't have weights to do, we can do fingertip push-ups as well. Same thing, it'll help your grip. As easy as it sounds, wearing fingertips. You can go from your knees. It doesn't have to be from your toes. Your fingers aren't that strong, so you can work your way up to it. It's going here and then going down for a regular traditional push-up. So fingertip push-ups, 3 of 10 on those as well. After the fingertip push-ups, you can get one exercise that's a little bit more explosive. All the exercises have been more technique-based. Yeah, they're either very sport-specific moves or they're just for strength, but nothing has been really explosive just so far. So right now we're going to do wrestling stand-up for explosion, and this will help just get a little bit slight of a cardio burn. I want to do maybe like 15 of these, 3 sets of 15. If you have a wall, you can use a wall and you can lean against it. If you don't have a wall, your living room, something like that, you don't have a wall, you're at a park, you can do it in space just fine. We'll be here, getting in a wrestler's referee position or a jiu-jitsu turtle position here. We're going to be here, and we're going to work on our explosion, getting the stand-up. You can do an inside leg stand-up, explode up right away, or you can do a outside leg stand-up, assuming the bad guy, or training partner, or bad guy is on your left-hand side. The side that your training partner is on, you're going to stand up with that leg, that arm. Finish the stand-up. Cut it out. So that's the inside leg, whichever side your partner's on, you stand up with that leg first. Or you can do an outside leg stand-up. So your training partner or the bad guy is on your left side still. You can stand up with the opposite leg instead first. Yeah, so you can use a wall. Again, if you have a wall, make it as explosive as possible. Or you can do it from space just fine. Here, I want this to be explosive as fast as possible. You're also a tip for you high school wrestlers, or even for some of you college wrestlers, you guys wrestling, when you're doing a referee's position for wrestling, for collegiate wrestling, don't have your hands flat to the ground. Here, if your hands are flat to the ground, that means all your weight is on your hands. Have your hands cupped as much as possible, so there's no actual weight on your hands. All the weight's on your backside, on your legs. Here. So now if I put my hands down or not, it doesn't matter. My weight's on my legs, ready for me to explode, ready for me to spring up. If you have your hands flat and your hands are down, now there's actual weight on my hands. Some guys like doing this to help push up. That takes way too long, not nearly as fast as your legs exploding up instead. Yeah. So again, for you collegiate wrestlers, for you not freestyle, not folk style, just for you collegiate wrestlers, folk style wrestlers, when you're in referee's position, have your hands not be flat, have them cupped a little bit. Same thing for this drill. You don't have the weight in your hands. When it's time to explode up, cut out. And that is it for the workout. That one, again, there's going to be 15 of them on each side. 15 on your left side, 15 on your right side, inside leg or outside leg. Doesn't matter. 15 on your right leg, 15 on your left leg. So to recap, about 34 minutes, not too bad. So to recap, Granby rolls, the dab stretches to start with, of course, like always. And then we're going Granby rolls first, 3 to 10. Neck stretches, 3 sets of 30 seconds. We're doing the flacos, which are kind of fun. The flacos are 3 to 10 of those as well. Next, we're doing stand up and base, a very sport-specific exercise. You can add weight to it with a kettlebell or a dumbbell. Keep your arm up and straight the entire time, and that's a very sport-specific exercise movement for us to do. After that is shrimping. Shrimping again is another very sport-specific exercise movement to do. Next is squats, good old sumo squats, because I love squats. I love doing squats, and I love everything there is about squats. Squats is the best exercise. If you could do one exercise for the rest of your life, you should pick squats. That's it. After that is alligator push-ups, 3 to 10. Next is going to be the jiu-jitsu stand-ups. You can use your momentum as much as you need to. Going here, if you need to use your momentum a lot, you can use your momentum a lot. If you can, a little bit slower and stand up still. As much as you need to use your momentum is just fine. Superman's arms out to the side. Again, you want to have about this section to hit this section of your body right here. You want to have this part touching the ground. The rest of it should be extremely lifted up, trying to not touch the ground at all. Fingertip push-ups is next. You can do those from your knees because those are pretty hard on your fingers until you're used to it. And after that is going to be the wrestling stand-up and base, and that is 15 on each side. 15 on your right leg, 15 on your left leg. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the workout. I hope you guys get a good workout doing it. Again, it's not the most intense workout. It is very sport-specific, a lot of sport-specific exercises, a lot of sport-specific movements, but that'll help your jiu-jitsu/wrestling game as much as giving yourself just a great workout. For you Instagram people, for you Facebook people, make sure you guys are checking out our YouTube channel. We're getting that going again, and we're putting some great old content back up there, and we're releasing a bunch of great old content that has never been released before. Some really cool, funny stuff. We're gonna be on the YouTube. Make sure you guys check that out. And I don't know, just stay at it, guys. This quarantine's going on pretty long, and who knows how much longer we have. But just stay positive. Try and enjoy that family time. I know you guys might be going crazy at home a little bit, but hopefully these exercises are able to help you guys burn off some energy, burn off some steam, and you guys are able to stay safe. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I myself personally thank you guys very, very much. You're sitting at home anyways, not doing nothing, so might as well tune in, right? Might as well get the workout in. But thank you guys, and we'll see you guys on Wednesday night. On Wednesday night, I want something specifically. Try and bring a partner. It can be your wife, it can be a girlfriend, it can be a boyfriend, it can be whatever you want. It doesn't matter. But try and get a workout partner you can work out with, and then we're gonna get see if my wife can make it in, and we're gonna get a workout, or you guys can enjoy together and sweat together. Be good. You guys will have fun. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Appreciate it. I'm still in this, aren't I?